Episode 56, DI. What's wrong with biomass burning? Everything. The wildlife news. The wildlife news. Those promoting biomass fuel and energy suggest that burning wood is clean energy and carbon neutral. However, biofuels and biomass energy are. What's wrong with biomass burning? Everything. April 21, 2023 in Wildlife News. Excerpts edited by Rozep for brevity and clarity. The McNeil biomass burner in Burlington, Vermont, is the state's single source of air pollution. Presently around the West, the Forest Service, FS, timber advocates, and far too many conservation organizations are promoting biofuels and biomass energy as green energy. The FS and its allies want to cut more wood, which they term fuels or waste, while I call it wildlife habitat and carbon storage, from the forest and use it to produce some products that society values, like jet fuel or even heating buildings. But the only thing green about biomass energy or fuel is the subsidies that government agencies bestow. Those promoting the biomass fuel and energy juggernaut suggest that burning wood is clean energy and carbon neutral. However, biofuels and biomass energy are not clean, not carbon neutral, and not sustainable. Virginia Commonwealth University, VCU. VCU students mark Earth Day with protest saying school needs to do more. Richmond Times-Dispatch. Particulate matter refers to airborne pollutants that can be inhaled and the two types that are typically monitored are PM10 and PM2.5. VCU students mark Earth Day with protest saying school needs to do more. April 21, 2023. Excerpts edited by Rozep for brevity and clarity. VCU students led climate protest calling on President of VCU to declare a climate emergency. The protest, which was student-organized by Green Action, VCU, was supported by the Richmond Sunrise Movement and Third Way. Last summer, the university declared a commitment to sustainability as part of the school's Quest 2028 strategic plan. It lists sustainability as one of the plan's key initiatives. A committee is currently developing a detailed climate plan known as the One VCU Sustainability Plan. The demonstrators staged the protest even though the school has 22 LEED certified buildings, meaning they are environmentally friendly. VCU also received a gold rating from an independent environmental auditing group that rates universities based on their transparency around sustainability initiatives. But protesters say the university has watered down a commitment to reduce greenhouse gases by 2025. VCU's own data substantiates the claim. In 2008, VCU developed a sophisticated dashboard for tracking the university's greenhouse gas emissions. The dashboard includes everything from air travel to fertilizer purchased by student programs. Then, in 2010, the university released a climate action plan targeting a 30% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions by 2025. The university has quietly rolled back that target. VCU's current climate action plan tasks the school to achieve a 17% reduction by 2025. The dashboard shows that VCU's net emissions climbed 9% since 2008. More current data is not available. Many transparency tools at once provided online, such as the tracking dashboard, appear to be defunct and no longer publish data around VCU's greenhouse gas emissions. The protest was also attended by members of Third Act, a national organization founded by environmentalist Bill McKibben. The group rallies environmentalists over age 60 to work on issues of climate and racial justice. A VCU doctoral student from Chicago left, and a protester with Sunrise Richmond led the crowd in song during a VCU student climate protest in Richmond on Friday. The president of VCU has a lot of power. You have the power to put up new buildings that are sustainable, that are green. And it all needs to come from the top down. You may also like notable events in the history of Earth Day. President Joe Biden is seeking to switch American drivers from gas guzzlers to cars that run on electricity, combating climate change through the creation of cheaper electric vehicles, in addition to tax credits and rebates to incentivize the transition. Conference of the Parties is the decision-making entity of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, an environmental treaty that took effect in May 1992. Annual meetings of the COP, begun in March 1995, negotiate the Kyoto Protocol, review the state of climate change and how countries are dealing with it, and decide to implement aspects of the convention. Today, every country in the world is part of the UNFCCC with the goal of drafting and meeting climate goals. A UNFCCC report in August 2019 outlined how various countries are reacting to its mandates and looked at the status of support for countries in achieving different climate goals, while a 2021 virtual meeting emphasized the need for swift action on the part of the world's governments. Particulate matter refers to airborne pollutants that can be inhaled and negatively impact health. Think dust, smoke, soot, and microscopic drops of liquid. The two types that are typically monitored are PM10 and PM2.5. PM10 includes aerosols that are 10 micrometers or less in diameter, and PM2.5 refers to finer particles no larger than 2.5 micrometers in diameter. PM2.5 causes the biggest risk to humans as it can be inhaled deep into human lungs and even enter the bloodstream. West Virginia. Trapped dog dies from car fire. Yahoo! In a related incident, 2 dogs in Oregon died during a house fire ignited by stray embers from a wood-burning stove. While accidents can and do. Australia, Boigu and Saibai Islands in the Australian Torres Strait, and the neighboring island nation of Kiribati. Razep view, Kiribati is near Australia. Excerpts from Wikipedia on Kiribati. The Republic of Kiribati is an island country in Oceania in the Central Pacific Ocean. Its permanent population is over 119,000, 2020, with more than half of whom live on Tarawa Atoll. The state comprises 32 atolls and one remote raised coral island, Banaba. Its total land area is 811 square kilometers, 313 square miles, 13, dispersed over 3,441,810 square kilometers, 1,328,890 square miles of ocean. The island spread straddles the equator. Kiribati's easternmost islands, the Southern Line Islands south of Hawaii, are in the same day as the Gilbert Islands and are in the most advanced time zone on Earth, UTC+14. Kiribati became a sovereign state, independent of the United Kingdom, in 1979. The capital, South Tarawa, is the most populated area, fisheries and export of copra, the economy. Copra is the dried, white flesh of the coconut from which coconut oil is extracted. Kiribati is one of the least developed countries in the world and is highly dependent on international aid for its economy. Kiribati is a member of the Pacific Community, Commonwealth of Nations, the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and the Organization of African, Caribbean and Pacific States, and became a full member of the United Nations in 1999. As an island nation, the islands are vulnerable to climate change and tsunamis. Addressing climate change has been a central part of its international policy, as a member of the Alliance of Small Island States. GLID equals IWER0IUIGBGQ8X4I36 New York 2_V9_mod 40VYM17MP9 1SLAN84VCFS New DFK. Former President of Kiribati backs legal case against Australia over inaction on climate crisis.